friends, Andy Vegan. Welcome to my happy kitchen. I make a new salad today and I have a special combination of flavors for both the salad ingredients and the dressing. Dressing is always the crucial thing in a salad. The dressing has to be made before, usually. Now I prepared everything so I have a little bit of different timing here because of the video. But usually I make the dressing first and then I cut the ingredients. So to save a little bit of the nutrients. So as soon as the ingredients, the fresh ingredients are cut, the ingredients, they drain, so to say. So, but now of course I have these special ingredients here. They have a little slightly bitter flavor, Radicchio. Yeah, many people don't know how to make it, or at least they don't like it then. Yeah, I would say I don't know if they don't know how to make it, because it is so delicious, has a crunchy texture, is firm, you can put it in the fridge for a long time, it's always available, not very expensive, and it's super healthy, of course. The bitter is of course something people don't like to eat. Usually bitter is a sign, a signal from the plants, don't eat me. Yeah, that's something very important for the plants. But if it's balanced with other flavors, and it's super healthy, it's cleansing the liver, the gallbladder, and it's very super healthy. Bitter is a very important part, but it has to be balanced. It cannot taste bitter. Greens usually are bitter a little bit, so we have to put them a little bit in a context, in a surrounding. Eating just pure greens, not always very nice. But with the radicchio, it's even a little bit more bitter. It's known as a bitter salad. So to make it, it's very easy. You just put it in a creamy dressing. That's basically what you need to do. And there is something else I want to show you in a moment. So I'll make that dressing now with a little trick for the bitter, to balance it. And I have a creamy base, as I said. Here I have a handful of cashews. That's for a small salad for one person. It's a usual amount to make a creamy dressing. Small handful of cashews. And I have some coconut milk to make it even creamier. You don't need to take coconut milk, but it's really a little bit nicer, especially the fat. Yeah, the fat carries the flavors, and these flavors, they support the balance, the bitter. So I take a little bit creamier today. It's one part of the tricks, a little bit more fat. So coconut milk, how to make it? You can watch in the video. It's linked under this video, very easy, from a coconut, from a brown coconut. So much fun. You can take any kind of coconut milk. So I begin with a cup. Maybe a cup. I can always add a little bit later to adjust the texture. And now there is the fatty part in there, nuts and coconut milk. And here half a lemon, a small lemon, very small. If it's not enough sour, I can always add a little bit later. I have to blend a second time anyway. So that's the base, yeah, the sour and the fatty part. Now the flavor with a little trick. And beginning with a standard pepper and salt. Yeah, that is in many of my dressings. I begin with a seasoning with this pepper and salt. Pepper is super healthy, black pepper and Himalayan salt. If it's a good salt, it's even better. We need a little bit of salt. We need to survive. We need salt because the salt regulates the water distribution between the cells. So the cells are based on the water distribution is based on salt. Without water, salt would die. So we need 5 or 6 grams of salt every day. So that is here very little salt. If you don't put all salt all the time in your food, you're very good using some salt. So, and now the trick. Here I have 2 things here which make a bitter very nice. Here, for example, this is onion powder. I made it myself. How to make it, you can also watch in the video. And here is some mustard seed. This is the base. These 2 things together, they help a lot with bitter flavors because they are sharp. The mustard seed is sharp, and the onion powder, as opposed to onion, different from onion, it's not sharp, but it has this earthen flavor, this this yummy umami flavor where all the flavors come together. That's a quality the onion has, but it is buried under the sharpness of the onion regularly. But the onion powder is very nice. You can also take an onion, but it's very sharp then. I wouldn't take too much of onion. If you don't have onion powder, you can take only a little small amount of onion to get this flavor effect. Better is onion powder if you have. It's easy to make too. So I put now pepper and salt, mustard seed and onion powder into the dressing and blend it. Let's see the blender dance and then I taste it afterwards. Now let's see, the texture seems okay. I'll taste it. Yeah, it's creamy, it's a little bit sour. No more lemon. Half a small lemon is perfect. And it sits for a moment, and eventually I will blend it. After combining the main ingredients of the salad, I blended it for a second time again to make it a little more creamier even. And then the creaminess enhances the flavor too. So here again, a small amount of radicchio, not too much. That's a small dish today. Some days I want to have small dishes, several small dishes, and that's more variety. And I will quickly put it together, just creating something from my mind and my intuition, and then I'll put it aside and eat it. Maybe half an hour later or so, make another dish, very simple. And if the raw fruit dishes, I can make them so quickly, I make it, wash it, finish. Very simple. That's why I can make several dishes and still have fun and not too much work. And here I have two other ingredients, the main ingredient, that is corn, so half a corn cob, an ear, cut from the cob, and a small amount of radishes, small amounts today. And both are nice. The corn is earthen, like the onion powder. The radish is hot, a little bit like the mustard seed. Here, the same principle to balance the bitter is earthen and this hot flavor, the sharp crunchiness. And I have something very special today, a topping, so to say. This is an onion. It's a vegetable onion. Vegetable onions are big, are large. They much use it in Italy. A lot of Italy they use it a lot. I saw it there the first time, and we have them sometimes here in Germany too. But you have to be careful. We have a big onion, a large onion, like this, like this sometimes. You have to take care, is they really hot or not. Usually they are like vegetables. You can eat them, and they're not so hot because vegetable onions. That's why they call them that way in Germany. But sometimes they can be very hot. Then you be careful and take on a little bit. So this one is not very hot. I can take a lot, like a vegetable, and put it on top. Now I go back to my dressing and see what it's like, and I guess I have to blend it again. Maybe a little bit more of coconut milk. The cashew nuts, they sit for a moment and they thicken up a little bit. So one more blending with a little bit more of milk. A really wonderful salad. Looking forward to it. Sometimes I make a quick creation, very spontaneously, and it's the best ever. Sometimes that works. Let's see now the flavor again. Wonderful. Really, it makes such a difference. A little of onion powder and mustard seed. You can also take, of course, mustard. If you don't have the seeds. That's also, of course, that have all different flavors, so you can see what you have and what you like. Here now, I show you the dressing. You see the creaminess. It's light. It's creamy. Has this really hard and hearty flavor. And I can put it all around my salad, my ingredients, and enjoy right away. No need to wait. It's perfect. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like, give me a thumbs up, like my video, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube, have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.